Galalal Wahawadla Yahweh Hashem Yoshai Bashem Kakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Gms.S.O.T.E. Well, peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Once again, I am Brother Manatazake with another direct video, you know. And as the title says, we're going down into the description of Yahweh or the Messiah, or who the world, you know what I mean, ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, you know. But I want to start in Ezekiel, you know. We go build up to it, and you know I always go straight to the point of my video. So you know, Ezekiel 24 and 27, and it says, in that day shall thy mouth be opened to him which is escaped, and thou shalt speak and be no more dumb, and thou shalt be a sign unto them, and they shall know that I am the Most High. Yeah, he said, in that day thy mouth be open to him which is escaped, as we does, you know, I go use a metaphor or a simile or however you want to call it for this piece here. You know, as we say, we unplug from the matrix, we not in the matrix, you know. The veil has been lifted, you understand? You know, this kind of way, so to speak, you know. We escape this delusion then. That is what it is, we escape this delusion. And thou shalt speak and be no more dumb. Yeah. When it says we will speak, me no more, we will speak this word, we will be no more dumb. You understand? We'll be able to tell our boy, hey, or tell somebody who feel they know, hey, yo, why you breaking down the wrong? It's not so. You understand? And thou shalt be a sign unto them, and they shall know that I am the Most High. Yeah. And we will be a sign unto the people. That goes back in the scripture. That say, I just roughly paraphrasing because I don't want to get sidetracked. It says something about what? And they shall know a prophet was among them. You understand? That the sign will get them, the sign of the prophet Jonas. You know, sighing and crying. Yeah? I'm going to jump to Proverbs here. 31:7. And it says, let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. Yeah. You understand? Well, we drink this word. Drink this information. You understand? Remember the scriptures is likened unto water. So we drink this holy water here. You understand? Forgetting with poverty meaning what? Forgetting this state, this current state we in. You understand? Because why? We so focused on the state to come, on your Yahushai. You understand? That way we ain't even worrying up with this life. You understand? The scripture say well, you're not supposed to have no entanglement in this life, you understand? And remember this, and remember his misery no more. Yeah, because we know all this we work at a far more exceeding glory for we. You know? Verse 8, open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. You understand? Open your mouth for the dumb. You understand? Let people who don't know or is still in this delusion, hey, we are opening mouth for them so they will hear. Understand? So the Lordship will hear your voice. How the Lordship will hear your voice if we do go out there and sigh and cry, you know? Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Yeah, plead the cause. You understand? Because why? We could have just get this knowledge and say, you know what? Forget the rest of them. But it is not so. We wasn't commanded to do that. You understand? You had to go out there and build back the tabernacle of David as Yahushai did. You understand? As Yahushai started to do. You understand? What he prophesied. You understand? We building back this tabernacle here for Yahushai, preparing it for when he comes, for when he returns. You understand? So we had to open our mouth, lift up our voice like a trumpet, show his people their transgressions. You understand? A 2 Timothy 2:15. So study to show thyself approved unto power, of workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Yes, study to show yourself approved unto power. Understand? Unto power. Show yourself approved. So if a boy come and say, hey, Jesus, this white skin, long hair, whatever the case may be, etc., etc., we studied enough to show yourself approved, and you know, I can tie we up in that. No, brother. You can't come wrong with that. You know this kind of way. Yeah? And with that being said, let we get straight into it, man. Yeah, can. This is Revelations. I will go to 2 and 18. And it said, and unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of Power, who had eyes like unto a flame of fire, and his feet were like unto fine brass. Right? So let me just get a Google search here. Alright, let me get a Google search here. So like wait, no. Let me just get a Google search right here right quick.
Best search.
Right? Images, right? So as we could plainly see here. Oh my God, but alright. Watch how dark that is. So I know where he could be a so-called white man, right? I'm gonna read back over the precept now. Right, Revelation 2 and 18. And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of Power, who hath his eyes like unto a flame of fire, and his feet are like fine brass. His feet are like this, right? It's not white. And as far as the scriptures say, you understand, he wasn't suffering from vitiligo or whatever, vitiligo or however you pronounce it, you know. All right. So now let me go into this where it say his eyes were like a flame of fire, yeah. I'll just show you feet like fine brass, right? Now we go into Genesis to get it to understand why his eyes was like a flame of fire. All right. We will start in Genesis 49. 10. Right, it says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. Shiloh being Yahushua, the Messiah, right? And unto him shall the gathering of the people be, binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choice vine. He washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes, which is just an next metaphor for wine. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. You understand? His eyes shall be red with wine, because why? As we all know, as well the brothers who in the truth know, Yahushua wasn't one to shy away from some yayan, yeah? He wasn't one to shy away from some wine. Right? Let me just get evidence of that in Luke 7 and 34. This is Luke 7 and verse 34. Yeah? It says, the Son of Man is come eating and drinking, and ye say, behold, a gluttonous man and a wine bibber, a friend of publicans and sinners, right? Now, we all know what gluttonous means, right? But let me go down into the word wine bibber, right? And see what we get. Let me just Google it and see what we get. A habitual drinker of alcohol. That is what the term wine bibber means, and this is how they describe Yahushua. The Son of Man is come eating and drinking, and he say, behold, a gluttonous man, meaning he likes to eat, he could eat, you know, and a wine bibber, or a habitual drinker of alcohol. You understand how they describe him? Because why? They know he's a drinker, they know he consumes wine. You understand? That is why his eye was red. That is why the scriptures describe his eyes to be red, as a flame of fire, yeah? Because of the amount of wine he was consuming. Now let me go on to the rest of his description onto his body now. Right, so you grasp the concept, his feet like fine brass, the eyes are flame of fire because of wine. The eyes will be red with wine. Prophecy, right? I'll start in Daniel 10. Daniel 10 and 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. You understand? Quality gold. You know, 24 karat, only playing 25, 26 karat gold. You know what I'm saying? His body also was like the beryl, and his face has the appearance of lightning. You understand? Meaning what? It gave out a shine, it gave out a brightness. I remember the brother who taught me El Daraid. You understand? He always used to say, wisdom make it a man face to shine. I believe he was quoting a scripture. I don't know what the scripture is. That's why I say I believe he was quoting scripture there. It says wisdom make it a man countenance to shine. Right? It says, and his face has the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms, right? His eyes as lamps of fire. Look at here again, eyes are flame of fire. And his arms and feet like in the color of polished brass or fine brass, as we just see. And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. You understand? So when he talking, you're hearing it, you're feeling it. You understand? You're feeling the vibration when he talks. You understand? That description I will show. I just show you what fine brass is. Polished brass will be the same way. Right? Now let me go down into our next breakdown here. You know? And this will be the final precept on this video. Just breaking down, you know? I mean, breaking down the description of Yahushai. Right? Revelation 1:1. It says, the revelation of Yahushai HaMashiach, which power gave unto him to shew unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, right? John on the island of Patmos, who bear record of the word of power. He bear record. He write the record of the word of power and of the testimony of Yahushua as well, and of all things that he saw. So everything he see is what he write, right? Now let's jump down to verse 10, straight to the point. Alright, it says, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet. You understand? Voice of a multitude. So you feeling the vibration. You understand? When you hear that voice, you feeling the vibration in the air. You know? Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first, the last, and what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea. I guess, yeah. Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks, right? And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. You understand? Just in Daniel, we say, well, he was girded with the fine gold of Ephas, right? His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire. So look at here again, his eyes were a flame of fire. But let me go down into what this wool thing is about, right? Now, this is the picture. You understand that the world depicts or describes Yahushai to be. This white man, he here not like, well, his eyes not no flame of fire, and the skin clearly not as fine brass or polished brass, right? Nice. Now this is the picture that the scriptures describe in here. Let's say, here, his head and his head white like wool. You understand? White like wool. This is what wool is. Look at here, wool. You understand? Bronze. This is what wool looks like. So that is what here was like. It wasn't falling down. Right? His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. You understand? his feet like onto fine brass as if they burnt in a furnace, right? So now we know the scripture. One scripture say his feet was onto fine brass, right? So there's fine brass here, right? Now let me type up burnt brass and see what we get. Look what burnt brass looks like. You understand? This is what burnt brass looks like, not this. It doesn't look like this. You understand? This is not Yahushai. It doesn't hold up to the description. You know? So yeah, and I just what I wanted to bring out something was in my spirit to just, you know what I mean, do a video on the description of Yahushai. You know, back to basic kind of something. You know, and with that I would say, Kalalal Wahawadla Yahweh Basham Yahushai Basham Kakudash, double honors to the elders of GMS and the apostles also that rule well, peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. I am Brother Mazak once again saying Shalom. Hope the video was edifying and I hope it sparked food for thought. Shalom.